Hey there, welcome to Something About Tabletop. This is going to be Under the Knife, another episode in our Gear series. And we are going to be talking about.
Chromium and Bioware, probably.
Yeah, definitely, we'll be talking about both. Well, we should be able to squeeze it in. This series has taken a lot longer than expected, and we're not even half. I think we're about halfway now. But
I
shit,
think
the
we're hitting the
etc. could go
halfway
on for a
mark.
while. I mean, there's still like drugs, magic, and everything in between. Like, oh my god, there's so much shit. Makes me really think how silly the gear is, but amazing because choice is just awesome, and you are not scrapped for choice when it comes to bio and cyberware. But first, we're going to actually cover a little bit about like the rules with it, just for people that don't know much about cyber and bioware. So, Herbert, did you want to talk about the rules a bit for me?
Define the expert parts of the rules. I'm
Just
not
the
up
essence
this.
stuff.
Basically, per point of essence lowers your magic, but get low enough and you start going a little crazy.
Yeah, so pretty much how it works is you have 6 essence at the start of the game, and you pay essence per the cyberware, and it's basically showing you losing yourself as a person. Now, some might say, oh, I'm just getting stronger muscles. I don't see how that would actually take away my humanity if it's made from organic compounds. But you are a stronger person. You are artificial, and you know it. It's kind of like a mental thing. At least that's how I interpret it. It's like I know that I'm way stronger than I should be, and it corrupts you. Because think about it in real life, right? You know how there's a bodybuilding culture? In Shadowrun, the bodybuilding culture is a cyber culture.
Well, I mean, there's mixed views on it, but most certainly there was a big hullabaloo, especially when biotech started going into the
Oh
Olympics.
yeah. Don't they have like cyber? Don't they have like separate
I
Olympics
believe
for
there is a
adepts and
separate Olympics
cyber?
now.
And yeah, well, when adepts first became a thing, yeah, they fucked the Olympics hard, and they were like, "What the hell is happening?"
Yeah, like maybe it's what's happening now. Maybe Usain Bolt is actually an adept.
Could be. We don't know. Anyway, also we'll go with all of these. We're not really going to talk about too much, except for right now. There's wear grades. So with each wear, you can get a wear grade, and it multiplies the essence cost, changes the availability, and changes the cost. So we have standard. Obviously, everything's the same that is written. That'd be so stupid if they put something different. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Next, we have alphaware. So the essence cost is lowered. This is showing that it's more tailored towards your needs as a person. But the
It's less
availability
invasive.
it's less invasive. The availability modifier is 2 higher, and the cost is 1.2 times. Next is betaware, which is 0.7 times essence cost. Availability modifier plus 4, and 1.5 times cost. Then there's deltaware, which is like laboratory shit. This is there's only like 20 facilities in the world kind of thing, and as a DM, it's up to you how you want to moderate how easy it is to get. But I like to always put a mission in their way, or they need to get the love of a powerful contact before they can even touch Deltaware. But it is zero point 0.5 essence cost plus 8 availability modifier, 2.5 times cost. Then there's used. This stuff disturbs me. But it's
That's
one
fine,
point.
man. Your cyber snout secondhand. It's cool that nose was just on someone else like 5 minutes ago.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. They're fresh. He only died an hour ago. The essence cost is 1.25 times more because I guess it's showing it's been in someone else, so it's like their soul has changed it and it's used and it's a little bit worn. And I'm pretty sure you get secondhand bio. I don't.
No, Bioware is specifically tailored to the person. It is impossible to get secondhand Bioware. No, sorry, cultured. I
Yeah,
forgot.
you can get
You
normal
can get
secondhand bio.
standard, but you can't get cultured.
Yeah, normal secondhand cyber and bio just really kind of crossing that line for me personally. The availability is -4 because apparently it's easy to get. Well, I guess lots of corpses of Shadowrunners. So, and the cost it's cheaper. So I actually do see a lot of use cyberware on people, which is weird and disturbing. And something also to note when you're taking essence damage is that it's permanent. So if you get a better wear, you still have an essence hole that you need to fill. So yeah, once you've gone there, you can't go back. You there, Declan?
Well, yeah, once you go, you can't come back. I just didn't have anything to add to it. It's like, what do you say to the fact that, like, yeah, pretty much once you cut out a part of yourself and replace it with metal or someone else's personally grown skin, there's no real turning back, is there?
No way. All right, let's head off. Funnily, head off. I'm doing a pun with the word in the name. It's not even a pun. To headwear. So, this is stuff. Where is it, Declan? Tell us.
It's in the butt.
It's in the butt. It's in the head. But if you're a butthead, it's in your butt. So,
What are you, a changeling? That's a bad change.
We're so hilarious here at something about tabletop.
Such high wit.
Some pretty standard headwear is the comlink, and if you're a rigger, the control rig. Other than
Never
that,
put a deck in your head, though.
And the
Never
data jack. Yeah, so I want to talk about that here, even though we're going to be covering this in the Matrix video when we do it. God damn, don't put a deck in your head. You're going to be... If you take damage, I mean, you have to fix it, and it's in your fucking head. So
yeah, you have to do surgery to get it out.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Yeah, after everyone, you have expensive invasive surgery to have it taken out so you can repair it if you happen to take any damage. Good job.
But apart from that, there's pretty much no other like
sound modulators. Sorry, voice modulators.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the ones that I see used. Now, there is a lot of other random ones I'm looking at here. There's some infamous ones, like the Area Cortex Bomb.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see a problem.
But then there's weird ones like Taste Boosters, Data Locks, which is basically you can store data from your memories into it. Is that what it does?
Hmm?
Yeah, basically...
Oh, the data lock, yeah, it just stores your memories.
It stores your memories, it can even store it from you. So, DMs, you can do a lot of creepy, cool stuff with that. So, I actually have really high-up security personnels with data locks and stuff in them. So, they forget things when it's needed.
Well, I mean, like, the ones that I see get used a lot are, the data lock kink bomb combo, that basically... they set it up so they wire the data lock, so if anyone tries to remove the data lock from someone's head, it sets off the cranial bomb.
Yeah. And was it kink bombs, by the way, are cortex bombs that are designed to damage only part of the victim's head.
Specifically the part where the data lock is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do there.
I mean, for good measure, you could always put in, like, I don't know, an area bomb, but who would do that?
But other than that, there's just the olfactory booster. We've got a sim rig if you wanted to put it in there, and then there's the skill jack. So this is where the skill wires. Is that where you get skill wires? Yep. This headwear interprets no-softs and linguisofts for your brain, so you can use them as though they were your own. Oh, that's creepy. I don't know why, but the idea of electronics changing your memories and mind is a lot more than your mind using them, and I really find it kind of creepy. Personally, I don't know about you, Hubba.
I feel the same way about skill-wise as I did about the cyber implant in 4th edition, which replaced your nervous system with spasming fluid. I don't like it.
Oh no, that's the one that made your brain have an epileptic fit all the time.
Yes.
So it was constantly on edge, but
Yes.
it would send your muscles to twitch in the opposite direction instead. So you were really, really fast, but your brain was permanently in like...
You were permanently seizing. Like, I believe you actually took penalties to like shooting and stuff because you were permanently seizing up.
Oh, it didn't really... I don't think it didn't really do any mechanical stuff, but it definitely... It definitely put like a few sentences that basically said this shit's fucked. And it's dangerous, but effective. I think it was kind of like wireless reflexes, which we'll talk about later, that gave more reaction. But that is not in this system, because that shit's weird.
Well, yeah, I still feel the same way at skill-wise, though. You're not doing it. The wires in your body are just still like, jerk the nerves, man.
Alright, so I don't think there's any much more we can say about headwear. I mean, there's silly stuff like tooth compartment, which is always a good thing to spin on your DM. You're like, yeah, by the way, one of my tooth is a compartment. And they're
yeah, I love that.
Oh, fuck. So you can hide that data chip. Yes, I can.
You most certainly can. Or, you know, if you want to put some kamikaze in there, if you feel like partying hard.
Yeah, definitely smugglers and stuff. You could do a cool storylines where smugglers have like thousands of tooth compartments and things like that.
Well, yeah, I don't have any of my actual teeth. These are all compartments.
It's actually a really good idea for like a drug running kind of run. That sounds a lot of fun, actually.
Welcome
Okay.
to Coyote territory.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to eyewear now.
Yeah, we're moving on to eyewear. So this is pretty much simple to our last episode that we talked about. We covered this, but we'll cover this again. So cyber eyes, you pretty much have to make the choice whether or not you want the augments in your eyes or you want the cyber eyes to have augments in them. That there are a few. This is only in cyber augmentations, but they have a capacity. So I hope I talk about that.
Well, your basic cyber eyes system is better than your normal eyes, of course, but the only issue with it is if you go wireless, people can brick your eyes. They can also hold a hell of a lot more things than your normal eyes can. Normal eyes are restricted to image link, smart link, and I think a few other things, but cyber
I can't
eyes...
get ocular drone for my eyes.
No. In fact, funny enough, the natural eye was not designed to field that feature.
What? I can't make my eye roll around on the ground.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's how it works.
Sorry, it's really funny to me.
Oh, it certainly is.
Yeah, so just for realism's sake, what I like to do, you can get Smart in your normalized too, can't you?
Yeah, you can get image link and smart link, and I think you can get some other stuff, but
Vision enhancement and stuff like that.
yeah, I think, but like anything like retinal duplication, thermographic vision, flare compensation, you just can't get that in your eyes.
But this is pretty much, do you want your character to have lost his eyes? Put that into the backstory. Is your character such a crazy cybered up mofo, he took his eyes out? Because while they're, like, imagine this, right? You have cyber eyes, right? It would be different to your normal eyes because, if cameras for eyes, you have the blurring around your edges, your peripheral vision would be perfect. All this kind of shit would just change, and it would be super weird.
Everything would be sharp.
While this doesn't really matter mechanically, it would certainly change your character's perspective on the world because they would actually have a better one.
Well, they can accurately like see things. It's not talking about perfect 20/20 vision. We're beyond that.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised there isn't an augmentation to be able to see more color because you could.
Got to see that ultraviolet spectrum, bro.
Oh yeah, you could definitely have cyber eyes that could see all like so many colors. I mean, for all we know, our cameras already do. They probably do, and we just can't see them. So imagine just getting cyber eyes and going, "Whoa, oh shit, this is weird."
Well, I mean, like you get used to it after a while, but like if you say we're in an accident, you're 40 years into your life, you lose your eyes, you replace them, and then suddenly everything's better than it was before.
Mm-hmm. And an even weirder one would be friggin'. Well, I guess we'll talk about the ones that they can't get, which is the other ones can't get. The like just getting glasses, which is of course ocular drone, retinal duplication, and I think that's about it. Yeah,
make your retinas look like anyone's.
It is so cool, but ridiculously expensive. Rating times 20,000 new yen.
Yep.
This is kind of like super spy stuff. This is like, you've got James Bond, you've got your contacts that change your retinas. I change my retinas. And that is just super badass. And retinal duplication is you look at them and then you get it. Oh, and you can customize it to anything. It's completely awesome and so spy. But I've not really seen player characters get this augmentation.
There is just too much cool shit, but it's the thing. Will you give up your soul for the price of such lovely things? Also, your eyes are literally cameras. Who needs a camera? Just take pictures with your eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's the ocular drone. I've seen people use this before, but it creates a little flying ball rolly thing that you can use that you take your eyes out. That's just weird. It's like, I always imagine just the character kind of sits there passively and then their eyes just roll out of their head and just start hovering. Oh god. Well, that's fucking freaky. Nonetheless. That's eyewear. And then there's earwear, which is relatively the same. But there is some stuff that you can't get with everything else. Stuff that you can get with it's the cyber ears are very similar to the cyber eyes, and stuff you can't get is of course sound link. Well, yeah, I think you can get sound link with
Balance augmenters.
balance augmenter
Dampeners.
and dampener. And I think that's about everything else
Sound
you can
link.
get. Yeah, what's sound link? Sound link, auto equivalent of image link. That's weird. That wasn't in.
You can get sounds from other people. That's crazy.
Definitely. And then, dampener. Just what's it do again? Yeah, +2 against resisting sonic attacks, which is pretty awesome. And then there is the balance augmenter, which you get a new inner ear, which is cool.
Yeah, the ears don't have as many cool things, but like, what did you really expect?
But you actually get +1 on tests to anything that would anything to do with balance, and that's up to the DM. So it could be climbing, running, jumping, walking across like a line, not just walking. +1 to walking tests. Yes.
Yeah. We should probably move it up. We've talked a lot about these first two ones, but we need to get into the real meat of it. Bodyware.
Bodyware. So the big ones in this bodyware is everything to do with the entire body, not just specifically the chest or whatever. So that one, the big ones in here are bone lacing and dermal plating, and this is what else is in here. You got silly stuff like internal air tank and really powerful shit like muscle replacement.
Compartment.
Fingertip compartment.
Listen, no, I'm going to explain to you. I feel like it's a Top Gear moment where it's like, nah, Hammond, you're an idiot. But no, you said this time it's Hobo, you're an idiot. No. Okay, listen. You have a fingertip compartment. This is very specific, but I'll explain to you why this is good and why it's a good thing. Monofilament whip. You can fit an entire monofilament whip in a fingertip compartment.
Yes, you can.
And you can take it out. Like, you flick it out quickly. It's not as ridiculous as one would think. Also, probably cram a data chip in there if you don't want to get one of your teeth removed.
You can get an external clip port in it, and you can get a laser sight in your finger.
Pew, 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 pew. For those of you mages who happen to lose some essence and want to have fingertip lasers.
Do you have to be a mage for that? I don't think so.
I don't think you do. Then
Next
again,
character, I'm going to replace all of my fingers with fingertip compartments with lasers in them. And it's going to cost me how much fucking essence? Jesus Christ. So it's going to cost me 1 essence.
Yeah, like 0.1 essence. So.
I just one day want to make a character who's a cyber zombie from like just the dumbest shit.
What? Oh no. Death by some what are they called? I forgot. We had them. Data Jack. Yeah, no. No. Death by Data Jack. You kill someone by giving them too many Data Jacks.
It would actually. Having heaps of ports going to your brain would kill you. Anyway.
But no, like the things here to note are bone lacing, which is very good because it gives not only bonus armor but bonus soak dice.
Yeah, it gives you damage resistance tests for body, any body damage resistance test.
Also, put a grapple gun in your chest. Why not? An internalized air tank. I mean, maybe. But the main one is muscle replacement. Who needs soft, sinewy limbs when you can have steel woven together to be like a muscle? Or skill-wise, because you just love to have invasive things in your body, because you're insane.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about before, and it's got a pretty long, lengthy... I think it does, yeah, skill-wise. It's got a lot, like, what you can have, and muscle memory, and you need a skill jack, da-da-da-da-da. But pretty much...
I mean, like, there's also reaction enhancers, which are taped onto the back of your spinal cord that can work in conjunction with wired reflexes, so long as you're brave enough to put them on wireless.
Yeah.
Listen, I've slaved my wired reflexes and my wired rearm and my reaction enhancers to your deck. If I fall over because they have cancelled out my spine, I will murder you.
Yeah, now wide reflexes is really good, and it's probably one of the more common ones. And I use reaction enhancers a bit, and depending on the character, I use muscle replacement. Like something a little bit maxy that you can do is that there's a new quality. What's it do? The one that the gear one. You can actually quite easily get rating 4. And I like to get Alphaware just to drop the cost of it. It's quite cost effective for +4 agility, +4 strength. It does chop off your essence like by 3.4, but by God, it's fucking worth it.
I like when I use muscle replacements, I'm just still like, I'm going to be someone from like Russia or from like one of those impoverished countries that still have like sections where they would preferably use muscle replacement because it's cheaper than growing muscles.
It's so much cheaper. Technically, it is. Jesus, it's 60,000 per rating of, isn't it? Of Bioware?
Bioware is like, it's like 30,000 actually for like rank
Yeah.
1.
30,000.
31,000 for muscle augment, 32,000 for muscle toner.
Yeah, so so that's 60,000 adverse to 25,000, and they both double rating, but the essence cost is fucking so much higher. So there's that. But that's the Bodyware, and that's mainly the stuff that you'll get for a Street Sam, unless you, of course, you go the Cyberlimb way. Oh god, the rules on Cyberlimbs can be a little bit silly, but you can generally understand it if you read it for itself. Do you know the rules on it well enough to talk and tell people about it?
Cyberlimbs. I knew at one point, honestly, I did know at one point, because at one point everyone gets bored and is like, let's build Adam Jensen from, Deus Ex, or let's build Robocop. But from the most part, from what I understand of Cyberlimbs, you have to have a certain base strength, and then it can be further customized to raise it, but it's very convoluted because you can.
So pretty much how it works, I'll just get it from here. When you first get the Cyberlimb, you have, you up the strength and agility by using enhancements, but then you have the customizable,
which is customized to your base one. So say if you're an orc and you had like 5 strength beforehand, you would have to customize it to 5 because the base is 3.
And it is +1 availability per strength higher than that. So you get the base as the enhancement, and then the customization is added to it. I think that's how it works. Or is it the other way around? No, it's the other way around. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. And there are so many Cyberlimbs and stuff to do with it. But I'm going to be honest, Cyberlimbs and all this kind of stuff is really not good on just a flat Street Sam. It is really, really good on people like Faces that just want an extra gun arm or something like that.
Hey, look, I've chopped both my arms off and now I have 11 agility arms.
But you need, you can only get +4 higher than you.
You're an elf.
Yeah, you're an elf and you have 7 agility, which already is ridiculous. But usually it is actually cheaper and easier, in my opinion, just to go the muscle replacement way.
It is, but sometimes thematically you want to be a guy who's lost his or her arm.
Yeah, that's true. This is all about thematics, and this is where I see people using the Cyberlimbs the most, is all about the thematics. All of the rule of call.
I never asked for this.
I never met him, gentle. And of course with Cyberlimbs comes cyber guns. Mind you, crazy people use this. Technically, by the way, you don't need to have a Cyberlimb to get a cyber gun.
No.
It only costs 1.5 essence to have a grenade launcher. Fuck. Sorry, that's really funny to me.
No, it is. Dude, do you remember Maximum Blade, who removed his arms to have arm blades?
It's not even in the rules, but yep.
Dude, look, there are hand blades right here.
Yeah, but they're not literal hand blades.
Well, it's better than fucking turning your hand into a shock hand. Jesus.
Yeah, but there's so many different weapons.
By the way.
You can get holdouts, pistols. Sorry, cyber holdout, light pistol, machine pistol, cyber pistol, submachine gun, shotgun, and mini grenade launcher. Mind you, all of these though are the base weapon they have down. You can't get extra brands. You can't get an Ares Alpha arm. You can't get a Ares Predator arm. You have to sit with what they have down here. Sadly.
Why can't I put a sniper rifle in my arm?
You can't. You can't even get an assault rifle, technically. So.
I think the next Augment book should include laser weapons for your cyber arms.
I think they should as well, because laser weapons would be fairly, compact. But
it would be really good on special forces, actually.
Oh, shit, yeah. Alright, so that's Cyber. Now we're going to finish up with Bioware. So there's two types of Bioware. We have cultured and normal. So with normal Bioware, pretty much anyone, it can be secondhand. Cultured, only made for you.
You don't really want to. You don't really want to get secondhand though, because it's like one of them is called a skin pocket. And it's just a pocket of skin. Do you really want a secondhand skin pocket?
Yeah, oh my god, that's at is that Bio? Yeah, Skin Pocket's Bio. You can have a secondhand skin pocket.
And like, do you really want
That's someone
secondhand
else's
ortho
flap
skin?
of skin. Why would you buy that?
Dude, you can get secondhand people's muscle toner and like augment and ortho skin.
No, but I'm actually surprised you can get secondhand bone density. That's interesting.
I don't want to know the process. Thank you. I don't want to know about someone's secondhand trachea filter.
Yeah, because bone density increases your body attributes increased by the bone density rating for the purposes of damage resistant test. You also deal physical damage, blah blah blah. Yeah, how can that be secondhand? Because it is a treatment. It isn't actually an augmentation. That's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Dude, I don't know, but we should probably list the main things you'll be getting from this.
Alright, so main ones, like we said before, is bone density augmentation. I like quite a bit. Then there is muscle toner.
Augments.
Yeah, the muscle augments, muscle toner, muscle augmentation.
Ortho skin.
Ortho skin. The other ones are just kind of, just
They're
icing on the
tailored
cake.
pheromones.
Oh yeah, for faces. But pretty much everything else is just icing on the cake.
Everything else is just kind of like icing. It's one of those things where like there are the go-to ones like your muscle augments, your ortho skin, and like your tailored pheromones. But stuff like synthecardium or whatever it's called.
Yeah, synthecardium.
Yeah, like that's really good because every rank in it, like every point of a rating, is an extra dice to any like of the physical checks you make, like in terms of running and like the gymnastics and stuff. But
adds its rating to dice pool on any athletics group test.
Yeah, which is really good. But the thing is, like, it's not something you would say grab first. It's not like a first pick in a draft.
Oh, I mean, I haven't tried this on characters and whether or not it's actually cost effective, but getting a super thyroid gland. Is available at 20. You need restrictive gear to get it. It's 140,000, but it gives you +1 to all of your shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's like used to get there. Like getting to make that check is the hard part.
+1 agility, body reaction, and 25% more lifestyle costs.
Because you eat it a lot,
and you're hyperactive constantly. Jesus Christ, why would you ever get that? That'd be weird augmentation.
Yeah, well, so's platelets factories and like an adrenaline pump.
Yeah, I forgot about platelet factories. That one's a good one. It basically reduces all damage above 1 by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very good. This is physical, I think. It doesn't count for stun, does it?
I have no idea. All I know is adrenaline pump is fucked.
Oh yeah, adrenaline pump. It's an interesting one. It basically temporarily you get +2 like strength, agility, reaction, and willpower attributes equal to its rating. And the pump works for a rating times 1d6 combat turns, and after
then
that you crash hard. Yeah, it's a hard one. It does.
I think
it's
it
really
might be good
expensive.
on trolls because trolls have a bit of the body to soak up the damage. But then again, is it unresisted?
I've seen it used once, and it was actually very effective. And I think I might get it on one of my characters or something in the future. I don't know. But yeah, no. The damage is non-resisted. It's body plus willpower, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're an orc or if you're a troll, that's like another bad pickup.
Nah, definitely not. But if you're getting that, you're probably not getting any of the like muscle orcs or anything like that. And you can only use it once per hour, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, also we forgot, of course, a favorite of hackers is synaptic boosters. +1 to logic, equal to the rating, bitch. Not synaptic boosters, that's the reflex enhancer. Jesus, eesh. The cerebral boosters. There's also synaptic boosters. That one's these are cultured, but really it's the same as normal Bioware in my opinion because it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, synaptic boosters is +1 reaction, +1, +1 d6 initiative, and cerebral boosters is +1 logic, and they're awesome.
Oh yeah. Talking about cultured, we talking about the best things. The reflex recorders, the cerebral boosters, the pain editors, the sleep regulators, and the synaptic boosters.
Oh, pain editor is such a cool augmentation. It's basically you lose one intuition, gain 1 willpower, and you can't feel.
You just turn off pain. You can just turn it off.
Turn off pain. You get a -4 to all perception checks to do with touch. I mean, pretty much you just can't feel. Like, Jesus. And yeah, basically it means that your stun condition modifier means nothing, and you take no pain minuses. So you
Funny
can have
about that,
10 stun
it's illegal as
and be fine.
fuck.
Oh yeah, it's 18F. Like that's military grade shit.
And of course, sleep regulator is good because Shadowrunners are up all day and night doing stakeouts.
Yeah, it's only 12,000, which is relatively cheap for an augmentation.
And of course, synaptic boosters, the rich man's wired reflexes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Cerebral boosters are great as well. I mean, I love them. Mnemonic enhancer. I don't remember. That's actually pretty good if you're like someone who likes knowledge skills because it gives you bonuses to like your knowledge skills and stuff.
Yeah,
and memory.
Rating for memory tests. Oh Jesus, this is amazing! Knowledge, language, memory-related tests, and your mental limit.
Yeah, it's really good.
For 9,000 a rating, Jesus, that's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's something that gets overlooked a lot, but it's very good because people overlook the fact that usually perception is
mental
limited.
Skill.
Yeah, is a mental skill. People always forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you have reflex recorder.
Yeah, this one's cool. It just chooses skill +1, isn't it? Is that it? +1? Yep.
Yeah, it's just +1. I mean, but you know, if you're not an adept, that's the only way you really get extra +1s, and that's damn good.
Yeah, it's a specific skill related to a physical attribute. You can have multiple recorders, but not for the same skill. Now, let's talk about this, Hobo, because really the question is when should you go cyber? When should you go bio? Let's talk about it, because this is the big question. It's like, well, what do I go? You know, why should I get cyber sometimes? Why should I get bio the others? But bio the others. I mean, at least in my opinion, it's money, and depends how deep in you go. Like if you are a street Sam with $450,000, you're probably getting bio.
Money and whatever fits the theme of your character.
That too, of course. Like if you want to be fucking Mecha Man, the metal meathead, don't go bio.
Yeah, what are you doing? I mean, like, but the thing is, there is still a stigma in the Shadowrun world against Chrome, and Bioware, because it's a lot less noticeable, tends to be favored by the rich because you don't look so fucked up.
Yes, and also something about Cyberlimbs is they give extra health, and generally Chrome is a bit tougher than Bio.
Chrome also happens to have a lot more options and a lot more places for street Sams, I find, whereas you get really nice little side options for faces or adepts who want to maybe step their toe into the little bit of Bioware line.
Yeah, and I also like the idea of the full Bio Sam as well, kind of the genetic experiment, you know, created
That's
to be the perfect
my
man.
favorite kind.
Yeah, no, I like.
We can rebuild him.
Yeah,
except not RoboCop. This guy's called Biocop, and he's better.
He just looks like a normal dude.
Yeah, he just looks like he looks like a normal dude, and if he probably looks better than a normal dude because he's specifically grown.
Yeah, he'd be pretty hot. I mean, that's where the whole idea of my character in my Gentech storyline that I do. You guys never. I don't think they actually meet them. I don't do too much into Gentech, but there's Zero. And actually, no, that there was a scenario that they were meant to see him, but they didn't. And Zero is this infamous genetic superhero. Supervillain. He's a supervillain. He's not a nice man. Actually, he's a psychopath. But anyway, that's pretty much everything to do with this. We are going to finish up gear just by going over all the extraneous bullshit, and then we'll be done. I promise. Alright, see you next time.
And vehicles, because sadly vehicles suck.
Yeah, no shit. That one shouldn't be as long as this episode, so see ya. Thank you. This is Something About Tabletop. I am Master Blah.
And I'm Herbo. Catch you all later.
Unless you can't catch it all.